Hello everybody, I'm Kat and I have a wrap-up for you all. Today I'm going to be showing you my November wrap-up. I can't believe it's already December, like that's crazy. Do you like my new tapestry? It has snowmen on it because it's winter. So the very first book I read in November was To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. This follows a young girl named Scout and it kind of follows her through the years 6 through 9 and she talks about the important things that happened in her life during these 3 years. I read this book for school and I loved it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It kind of had a little bit of a slow beginning, but once you get past that, it's fantastic. The writing was gorgeous and I loved it. My favorite character was definitely Atticus Finch. I loved him so much. Like I said, I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I loved this story. The next book I read is more of a comic book really, and that is Paper Girls Volume 1 by Brian K. Vaughan, Cliff Chiang, Matt Wilson, and Jared K. Fletcher. Those are the 4 people that worked on this comic. This comic is about these 4 12-year-old girls a few hours after Halloween when they discover something supernatural going on in their small town. A lot of people have compared this to Stranger Things, so I decided to pick it up because Stranger Things is my favorite show of all time. I'm so glad I picked it up because I loved it. The artwork was gorgeous. The story was really strange but really good. I loved it. I loved it a lot and I'm so excited to continue on with volumes 2 and 3. They're sitting on my shelf right now, so I think I'll be continuing on with this comic book series very, very soon. I ended up giving it 4.5 out of 5 stars. I felt like there was a little something missing from giving it a full 5 out of 5, but I still loved it a lot. The very last book I read in November was Our Dark Duet by Victoria Schwab. Oh my gosh, I loved this book so much. I have so many feelings about this book. As you probably know by now, this Savage Song was such a big surprise to me. It was one of those books that I went into not expecting to love it as much as I do, and the sequel is even better than the first book. I love August Flynn so much. He was my favorite character in book 1, and I love him even more in book 2. Kate grew on me too as well. One of the main plot lines really reminded me of Stranger Things season 2. If you've already read the book, then you know what I mean if you've also seen the show. But it was fantastic. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I loved it. I love this duology so much, and I'm so excited to read some more of Victoria Schwab's work because I loved her Monsters of Verity duology so much. If you don't already know, this duology takes place in a world where when an act of violence happens, a monster is created from it, and there are 3 different types of monsters that can be created from certain acts of violence, and we follow 2 main characters. We follow August, who is a monster, but he does not want to be a monster. He wants to be human more than anything. And then we follow this girl named Kate, who is human, but she really wants to be a monster. And it's so good, and I love the 2 main characters together so much. I love this duology so much. Like I said, I gave Our Dark Duet 5 out of 5 stars. Alright, and that is it for this wrap-up. Let me know down below some of the books that you read in November because I would love to know. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post videos every Thursday, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!